Hi, welcome to this edition of Everything Home. I'm your host, Brian Domingo. Today on our show, we'll take you through an easy step-by-step installation of a ceiling fan in the master bedroom of this house. Ceiling fans are a great way to cut down on your energy costs, as you don't have to have your air conditioner turned down so low or your heater up so high. That way you save a lot on your energy costs. Let's go inside and get started. Just turn on the light switch for the existing fixture. Now that we have the light on, we'll be able to tell when we turn off the circuit breakers downstairs which one affects this light up here. We'll run downstairs and we'll turn off our first circuit breaker, and if we come back up here and the light's off, then we'll know we got the right one. Let's go take care of that. Inside the main circuit breaker box, you want to open this up and it'll show you all your main circuits. Now this homeowner has all of his marked. That's a good thing to do once you found out where the circuit goes to, is to mark it, so the next time you come back it'll be easier to access. And what we're going to want to do, since we're not exactly sure which one of these turns off the light upstairs, we have the light on, we're going to shut one of them off, and then we're going to go upstairs and check and see if the light's still on. Once we see that the light's off, then we'll know we have the right circuit breaker, and then we can start our job. Now that we found which circuit breaker turns it off at the main circuit breaker box, for an extra precaution we're going to want to turn off the switch in the room too. This is an extra precaution to keep you from getting shocked, just in case somebody else accidentally turns on the one downstairs. Alright, let's get to work and take out that old light fixture and then put in a new one. The next thing we're going to want to do is take out the existing light fixture. It's basically pretty easy. I'm going to take off the old glass piece. Remove the two light bulbs. We're going to want to loosen the two screws here that attach it to the plate. And with those two loosened, simple turn, it comes right down. Next thing you want to do is disconnect the wires. And we're all set to install the ceiling fan. Now that you've got your power turned off and the existing fixture out, it's time to put together the fan. First thing you're going to want to do is take it out of the box and read the directions. All fans are a little bit different on putting them together, so it's a good idea to read the directions completely through before you even start. We're going to start off by putting the fan blades together first. First you're going to install, if your fan comes with them, the rubber grommets into the fan blade. This helps keep down the vibration of the fan and makes it a little bit quieter. It also helps to keep them from coming loose. These blades have two different colored woods. We have a light colored wood and a dark colored wood. On this particular installation, the owner wanted to have the light colored wood to match her decor a little bit better. Going to want to line up the holes and get one screw started. And continue on to the other three. Now that we have all the fan blades put in, our next step is going to be installing the pole. You have a lot of extra electrical wire because if you're going to use it in a flush mount, it'll be only up to about here. But since we're installing it on a vaulted ceiling, we have to add a little bit longer of a pole so the blades won't hit the ceiling. Thus, we're going to use up a little bit of this electrical wire, and then we'll be able to take it off and cut it once we have it installed. Now that we have the wires pushed all the way through, we're going to want to attach the pole to the top of the ceiling fan. We do this by inserting it in here, screwing it all the way down tight. As you can see, there's a safety screw here, and once you get this all the way in snug, we're going to want to tighten that all the way up. That'll hold it in and it won't be able to turn it back out. Now that we have most of the fan put together, it's time to go back inside and hang it. After we get it hung up, then we can install the blades and the light fixture to it. Let's go inside and get that taken care of. The next thing we're going to do is install the main holding bracket for the fan. But before that, let me explain some of the wiring up here. We actually have 2 hot wires coming in and 1 ground wire, and the reason for this is there's 2 switches on the wall. And how we're going to wire this fan is one switch will be for the light part of the fan and the other one will be for the fan itself. That way, if you only want the light on and no fan, you can just switch whichever switch you want to use. Alright, let's install the main mounting bracket. To do this, we're going to drop the wires through here, through the middle of the bracket, line it up with the screw holes, and insert our first screw. You want to leave that one kind of loose so you get the second one lined up and installed, and then we'll tighten it up all the way. You're going to want to make sure these are snug, because this is what holds the whole weight of the ceiling fan. Now that you've firmly secured the base plate in here and you've pulled the wires through, it's time to put the ceiling fan up and then connect the wires to it. Just going to slide this in right up underneath these clips here, which will hold it in place while we connect the wires. We've got a little excess wire now, as you can see. The first thing we're going to want to do is trim those off. And then peel back the insulation on them so we can connect them. You want to peel back the insulation about a 1/2 inch on them. This will give you good contact to the wires. Now we have 3 separate wires. The black one with the white stripe is the wire that we're going to connect to the outlet that goes just for the light only. And the solid black one will be connected to the one, to the switch that will just operate the fan. Now that we have the light part hooked up, we're going to move over, connect the wires for the fan. And finally the ground wires, which are the 2 white wires. Once you have all the wires connected, we're going to tuck them neatly inside here. Just going to screw on the side. Pull this up, install the final mounting screw. Tighten that up. Now that that's installed, put the last cosmetic piece on it. It slides right up and will hold flush against the ceiling. Hide all the screws. Now comes installing the fan blades. It's a little tricky because you're going to be working upside down. The easiest way is to kind of get your screw and your screwdriver, slide it up into it, and start it up into the hole. Just do it a little bit snug. And go to the next one. You want to make sure you get these in there really secure. Tighten them up good. You don't want the fan blades to be falling off on you in the middle of the night. There we go. Now we'll install the other 4 and we'll be all set. Now that we have all the fan blades securely attached, it's time to put in the bracket that'll hold the light fixture. I'm just going to slide this right up, lock it onto the 2 screws. Give it a little twist. And set in position. You're going to want to add the third and final screw into it, which will hold it securely in place. And tighten up the other two screws. Starting to get close to almost having it complete. Almost the last thing to do, close to the final thing, is to attach the light fixture unit. Clips on simply just like that. You can tuck all the wires up inside here. And attach the mounting screws. 3 more, and we're almost done. Well, we're almost there. A couple more steps. Now we're going to put on the glass lenses. This ceiling fan, they supply a rubber band which goes around the rim of the glass here. And what that does is helps cut down on vibration. Also, when you screw these in, they won't etch into the glass. You want to tighten these up kind of snug, but not overly tighten them. You want to make sure you tighten them evenly all the way around. Just like that. 3 more to go. And we're almost there. We're finally at our final step now. All we have to do is insert the light bulbs. We've gone with a flame looking bulb, only because they're a little more attractive and they're a lot easier for my hands to get in here and spin them in. If they're the big round bulbs, I wouldn't even be able to get my hand in there. Put in all 4 of these. Our last step would be to turn it on and see if it works. The moment of truth. Thanks for joining us today on Everything Home. We just got through installing a ceiling fan in this house. Join us next week when we take you through a step-by-step detailed plan on how to install the sprinkler system. Until then, I'm Domingo for Everything Home.